Hello everyone, welcome to Go Get My Guru. In this video, we'll be discussing about date and time in Python. So let's take a look at the agenda for today. So we'll be covering these topics, that is what is date time module, date class, time class and date time class. So let's get started with our first topic, what is date time module. So date time module is a built-in module in Python. So what it provides, why we use this datetime module. Datetime module supplies classes for manipulating date and time. Using this datetime module, one can get the current time as well as they can modify the date and time or manipulate date and time. So let's make use of this datetime module to get the current date and time. As I said, datetime is a module in Python, so we have to import this module. Import datetime and we are going to print a current date for today. Current date and time. So I'll take a variable current date and time is equal to, now you will have to make use of datetime dot now. Now let's print this current date and time. When I run this, I should get current date and time of today. So here you can observe that this is a date for today, that is 18/3/2021, and this is the time. So many of you may be wondering, what is this 2 times? Date time, I have given 2 times. So what is this? Hover your cursor on this. So this date time is class date time, and when I hover here, this is a module name. So our module name is date time. We have to give module name followed by a class name or a function name. Whenever we import a module, we have to give module name followed by function name or class name. So Python has 6 datetime classes, that is date class. So first one is date class. So what this date class represents? Date class represents a date. Time class represents time. Datetime class represents both date as well as time. And time delta class, this represents the difference between 2 dates or 2 times. And then we have TZ information class. So what is this TZ? It is nothing but time zone information class. I hope many of you know the time zones. So this TZ or time zone information class represents time zone information objects. And then we have time zone class. So this implements time zone base class fixed offset from the UTC. So now we know what are all the classes available in datetime module. Let's discuss one by one. So first we'll discuss date class. So what is this date class? Date class represents date. So in what format it represents date? It represents date in the form of year, month and date. And what is the syntax for class construct for this date class? So this date class syntax is date time. So this date time is your module name dot date, because we are going to import only the date class from this datetime module. We have to mention date and then year, month and day. So let's go back to VS Code. We have to import only date. So from datetime import date. Now let's know how we can know the current date. Let's try to print current date. So I'll take a variable current underscore date is equal to date dot today. Let's print this. Print today date is current date. So here you can observe that today's date has been printed, that is 18/3/2021. So we can also get individual components from this date. So let's check how we can access that. Print. Suppose I want to print only the day, current date dot day. So this is to get only day from this, and I'll also print month is, so current date dot month. So let's check whether we'll get the output. So here first we are printing today's date and we are accessing individual components from that date. So day is 18 and month is 3rd month. I hope now you know how to access the individual components from this date format. So now if I want to change the date here, I'll take one more variable user underscore date, which is equal to, I'll make date. So I'll take date. First we have to mention the year. I'll mention 2021. Next we have to mention month. Instead of 3rd month, I'll mention 2 here. And I'll change the date also. So now I'll print this user date. So let's give a string here, user date is. Now let's run this. So here you can see today's date is this one. We are getting actual current date. Now I am giving user values and changing the date. So my date is getting changed. So this is how using date construct you can change or manipulate the dates. Next we'll discuss time class. So time object represents the local time. And what is the syntax for this time class construct? So time class construct, you have to mention hour, minute, second, microsecond, and what is this new thing, TZ information and fold, and this asterisk here. As I said, TZ information is for time zone information. This is a class, so this represents time zone information. Fold now. So this fold value can take 0 and 1. I'll tell you what is fold. So fold is nothing but a parameter. This parameter specifies reverse back of the clock. So in countries which are following daylight saving time, during the end of the summer, clocks are reversed back by 1 hour. And what is this asterisk symbol? This is nothing but splat operator. So using splat operator, a tuple can be unpacked and a time object can be constructed. So we'll be discussing this in detail. So now as we are discussing time class here, I have to import time class from this module. So now let's take a variable schedule, so which is equal to, now I'll make use of time of, I will not pass any values here or any parameters here. So now let's print this schedule. Note here that I have not passed any parameters to this time method here. So let's run this. Here you can see that we have got time in format hour. This first thing is your hour, minute and seconds. So all are 00. Now let's try to change here. So to this time method I'll give 9, 12 and 56. So now let's run this. Now you can observe that you have got the time specified by the user. Let's also mention here microseconds. So now let's run this. I should get this microsecond as well. So here you can note that we have got microseconds also. So your time will be printed in hour, minute, second and microsecond. Now can we access individual components from this time? Yes, of course you can. So for that you need to print schedule dot hour. So next, and then print schedule dot minutes, print schedule dot seconds. So let's run this. Here you can note that all the components can also be printed individually or accessed individually. Now let's make use of splat operator here. So what is this? This unpacks tuple and converts time. For that let me take a tuple first. So I'll take tuple as, I'll mention data, which is equal to, so I'll give values 9, 12 and 34. So now this is nothing but we are providing values for hour, minutes and seconds in the form of tuple. Now I'll take one more new variable, that is new underscore time is equal to time of make use of this splat symbol here. So this is nothing but splat data. Print this unpacked data. Let's run this. So here you can see that tuple data has been unpacked and printed in the form of time. So I hope you understood the meaning of this splat operator. Now that we know time class, let's move on to next topic, that is date time class. So it represents both date as well as time. As it represents both date and time, the class construct syntax will be year, month, day, hour, minute, second. So this is nothing but your date construct syntax followed by your time construct syntax. So let's check that how to make use of this date time class in programming. So for using date time class, we have to import date time module. So at the beginning of the session itself, we have discussed how to display current date and time. So we use now method there. So now let's make use of this date time construct here. I'll take a variable as date underscore time. So is equal to, I'll make use of date time dot. So now let's try to manipulate date and time by providing attributes here. So I'll provide 20, 21, 12, 3, and I'll also provide time here 5. This is hour, minutes 30, seconds 55. So let's print this. So print date underscore time. Run this. So here you can observe we have got the user defined date and time in the format. We can access individual attributes from this. So let's try to do that. Print date underscore time dot day. So print date underscore time dot. I'll only print two attributes here, day and hour. Let's try to check. So here you can observe that day is 3 and hour is 5. I hope you are clear with how to access individual attributes from this class. Now that we know how this date time class works, let's move on to next class, that is time delta class. So what does this class represents? Time delta object represents duration. So what duration? Duration is nothing but difference between two dates and time. So it represents the duration of the difference in time and date. So time delta class construct is date time dot time delta and give days, second, microsecond, millisecond, minutes, hours, weeks. So this is for finding the difference in time. Let's understand how this time delta class works. So for that we have to import from date time, import date time comma time delta. So we are going to import two classes, that is date time and time delta. Now let's display a current time and date first. So current underscore date time is equal to date time dot now. So this displays current date and time. So now let's consider I want to know what will be the date after 1 year. So for that I'll just make use of time delta classes here. So after 1 year underscore date is equal to, I'll give, so we have to add this current date time plus time delta of days. I'll give here as 365. Now let's print this current date comma current date and time. Let's also print date after 1 year. So date after 1 year is after 1 year date. So let's run this. So here you can see that current date, it has got displayed as 18/3/2021 and date after 1 year is 18/3/2022. I hope you know the functionality of time delta class. So it is calculating the difference between current time, current date and future date and displaying the future date. I hope all of you are clear with the date time module and its available classes, how to make use of them.
If you like our videos, to support us, leave us a feedback in the comment section.
Have you subscribed to our channel? If not, request you to click on subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive regular updates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next session. Keep coding. Happy learning.